Welcome people to my new video. Kinito Liker asked me this question. What happens if you wait for virtual losses before betting? 1, 2, 3 or more virtual losses before betting. I would imagine the percentage of doubling your bankroll should go up with every virtual loss you allow before you start betting. People who are new to the channel maybe wonder what the hell are you talking about, guys? Don't worry, we will go through this step by step. And this video will help to understand gambling with the Martingale strategy from Numberphile, 16 May 2021. And we have an initial bankroll, a starting bankroll. Let's say 70 euro or 150 euro, 200 euro. Now we try to double this initial bankroll. We use Martingale. Initial starting bet is 10 euro, 20, 40, 80, 160 and so on. With an even money outset bet, let's say red. So, and now it turns out that the winning probability to double your money can never be higher than 36.80%, whatever the bankroll is. Now, in this case here, we participate every spin. We will never sit out spins. We will never wait. We will never wait for virtual losses and signals, right? Okay, so that's why Kinito Liker asked this question. What happens if you wait for virtual losses before betting? 1 virtual loss, 2 virtual losses, 3 or more. I would imagine the percentage of doubling your bankroll should go up with every loss. So let's solve this problem for once and for all. Now I will share with you guys 2 variations. Variation 1, I will not take virtual losses as a starting point. And in variation 2, I will take virtual losses as a starting point. So let's start with variation 1. Here you can see variation 1, and double bankroll Martingale, variation 1. Let's look at the bet progression. Remember we bet red, the last spin was red, so we have a hit, 10 euro plus. So with other words, I will bet immediately for the next spin. So 10, right? And let's say it's black. And no hit. We bet 10, so minus 10. So if we do not wait for virtual losses, the next spin would have been 20. 0 virtual losses, the next bet is 20. But now, of course, we will sit out or we will wait for 1 virtual loss. So this here is 1 virtual loss. So instead of betting 20, so this is now 10. Our initial bankroll is 70 euro. So you can bet 10, 20, 40. So 3 attempts. 10, 3 attempts. And let's say here it's red. So we have a hit. This 10 eliminates this 10. Right? So this 10 eliminates this 10 loss. Or let's say it's in case it's black and we have another no hit, this 10 loses, so then we have a second attempt and then we bet, of course, 20. And let's say now it's red. Again, you see this revenue eliminates these 2 losses, right? So we break even again. Now, in case we wait for 2 virtual losses in variation 1. So here the next bet I cannot bet because I want to wait for 2 virtual losses. So now I cannot bet. So let's say it's black. I've got my 2 virtual losses and then again have 3 attempts trying to eliminate this 10 euro loss. I bet 10, it's red, we break even, right? So this eliminates this. Let's say it was black, so no hit. The next bet 20. Let's say it's red, so we hit. Again, we break even. Remember, I want to wait for 2 virtual losses. So here we cannot bet, but now it's red. Red, so we have a hit. Okay, I did not eliminate this 10 euro loss, right? So there was no opportunity for me to start betting and to can eliminate this 10 euro loss. Now we wait for 3 losses. 3 losses. So here again I cannot bet. Suppose it's black. So I've got my 3 virtual losses and now I can start betting again. So let's say it's red and we break even. In case of black, no hit, but don't worry, we have a second attempt, 20 euro. Let's say now it's red, so a hit. So again, we break even. But here, remember I said I want to wait for 3 virtual losses. So here I cannot bet. But look what happens when it's red. So we have a hit and I have no revenue to eliminate this 10 euro loss. But also in this case, when it's red here, I could not start betting. And there are no 3 losses. Right? So again, there was no opportunity for me to can start betting and to can eliminate this 10 euro loss. And the higher the number of virtual losses you're waiting for, you have to wait for, the less opportunities to can eliminate this 10 euro loss. So this 10 euro loss will build up more and more. So there are now 2 scenarios to lose your initial bankroll. And that's why the winning probability will actually decrease. And that's why in variation 1, so the percentage of doubling your bankroll, the winning probability, will actually go down with every virtual loss. And that's what you see here. So here, if we do not sit out spins here at 0, then the winning probability to double our bankroll is 36.04% here, right? 36.04%. 1, and we wait for 1 virtual loss, 39.10%. We wait for 2 virtual losses, winning probabilities 39.59%. And 3, we wait for 3 virtual losses, 37.58%, and then for 4, 5, 6, 7 virtual losses. And as you can see, okay, it goes up a little in the beginning, but then it starts to go down. So the trend line, linear trend line, has a negative slope. So the higher the number of virtual losses, the lower the winning probability to double your bankroll. But now we go to variation number 2. So now I will always take virtual losses as a starting point. Again, we will take a look at the bet progression. So here the last spin was red hit 10 euro, we bet 10 euro and we profit 10 euro. So now we will not bet. I will wait for 1 virtual loss, right? So here we will not bet. So let's say it's black. So no hit. Okay, we have our 1 virtual loss and now we will start betting at 10, 20, 40 and blah blah. Or here we will wait for 2 losses in a row, right? 2 virtual losses. And now I will start betting. 10, 20, 40. And let's say it's red, so we have a hit. And there was nothing we needed to compensate. There was no 10 euro loss, so 10 euro profit here. And we will not place a bet for the next spin. Again, we will wait for 2 virtual losses. And let's say it's black, red, and we do not bet. Now it's black, black. We have again our 2 virtual losses. So bang, we start betting. Again, we have 3 attempts, 10, 20, 40. Bang. And again, a negative trend line, but it's not much. I think it's basically the same. So here 0, I will not sit out spins, 36.04%, sitting waiting for 1 virtual loss, 36.13% here, waiting for 2 virtual losses. Winning probability to double our bankroll is 36.36%. So here to 36.36%, 3 virtual losses, and the winning probability to double our bankroll is 35.83%. So here, right? So it's basically the same, right here. And now the negative slope is not as high as in variation 1. So yeah, this is absolutely amazing, guys. So a lot of people think that if they will wait for virtual losses to can start betting, they will increase the winning probability. But that's not the case. It doesn't matter. Anyway, thank you, Kinito Liker, for your very interesting question. I will answer your other question, your second question in another video.